Hi, good evening, Miss Carol. My name is Kevin Fernandez. I am one of your students, and I'll be talking today about my database work. Uh, I want to say up front that I'm sorry for my thick Spanish accent. English is not my first language, but I will try my best to be more clear as possible. If anything that I say you don't understand, you can always ask me through Slack. I don't mind trying to uh, explain what I'm saying because I know that is my Achilles heels. So here I have my MMO for the Lab 9 Scenario 1. I choose this database because I find it the more fun of, of all the options. And I also think about doing a little game. No, know which one I gonna build, but it is in the creative process. So I started with my credentials, and I actually put user name and password here because from here people should be able to use C chart to type in their username and password. If it match, they should enter to their own table, their own files and rows. As you can see, credential is working quite a lot like a menu, since it also have this one-to-one uh, references. The main key reference that I'm using is the user ID to identify uh, every each table, knowing that it belongs to a certain person. Uh, I was thinking about putting first name and last name, but since this is basically like a menu, a login side menu, and then you jump to other places, I decided to put first name and last name in player information. Here, I actually place more of the most common uh, columns or things that people have. Date of birth and user type here. I was thinking about becoming a little bit more creative, but that will be something that I will do in my own time. I was thinking of adding like a admin table, a customer table, a developer table. But I decided just put it here and just show the type of user the user using. In payment, I decided that bank. I try to normalize bank and credit card, just because if you have one type of payment, you don't need the other. That's why that both of them are no, and maybe in the future I can like check if one or the either one is failed and is active. So should it be enough so to let people play it and make the payments so they can play the MMO. Payment methods is used like a var. I decided to use it like a var chart, making it like if you can see which type of payment the person is using, then jump in the reference foreign key reference to jump to either one the player is using, since they can have both, but mostly people like to use just one. Yeah, um, yeah. Since I divided, I think I actually did some normalize here. Lastly, the equipment. I thought about making a couple of tables, but at the same time, it's a lot simpler. just to have everything that you want to know about a equipment all in one table. I decided to go with most of the things with decimals just because once running in a programming language, I find it to have more interesting leverage, making things a little bit more interesting. I decided that no damage should be more than 9900. Yeah, 999, that 99. So I put the 5 here, making the total on integers and 2 decimal points. The same for armor rating. Cost, I actually make it so that your item can be sold or purchased beyond the thousands. So making it a little bit hard to buy or make it also more rewarding when people sell. Healing, I decided to make it a little bit more turned down that people won't be able to like heal exactly the same points that they doing damage, or just for making the game a little bit more challenging. Healing should be a little bit more restricted because it's one of those things that if the player actually heals up completely with the point of the game, it will be like a really easy game. So yeah, this is my MMO table. Uh, I will freely answer any question you have for me. Uh, I want to thank you for your time and you being a awesome instructor.